Hello besties. As you can see, we are currently at the rancho. We've got little matcha frap, little bev, and we've got some catching up to do. So as you guys know, I have been seeing a nutritionist for about a year now. I've been coming to her pretty much on a monthly basis. So I had my checkup today. Before going in, I was feeling pretty indifferent about this checkup because I really felt like there was no change. I felt the exact same. And so I wasn't going to be surprised if there was no change. But you know me, and you know I love to overachieve, and you know that I love to just constantly outdo myself. So a part of me was like, I feel indifferent. I feel like there has been no change. But in the back of my head, I'm like, girl, I've been killing it. There's got to be some change. There has to be. So usually when I get into my appointment, my nutritionist just kind of checks in with me to see how things have been going. Like, how have I been doing with my workouts? How have I been doing with my nutrition? How have I been feeling? We just kind of take all of that into account. We have a little conversation and just kind of catch up. And then we step on the InBody scale. So basically I told her the same thing I just told you guys. I pretty much feel indifferent. Like, there's been no change. I mean, I have been, killing it at the gym. I hit my 7-minute mile. I have been running. I've been lifting heavier. I've just been overall more active this time around, but I really didn't feel any change other than obviously feeling like stronger and like I have more force when I'm lifting weights or like doing the leg press machine. That alone is amazing, but I just don't feel there has been any like physical change. Nutrition wise though, I've pretty much kept the 20-80% balance, so that's been good. Energy wise though, I did mention to her that when I was doing the runs, I was feeling like great and so energized, but then when I took a break from the runs, I started to feel a little more tired towards the end of the day. And we do the InBody, and there was no change. I did lose some weight, but I lost a little bit of muscle, gained a little bit of fat. And it's honestly a little discouraging, not gonna lie. But she did say that I am at a point in my journey where I'm not gonna see the same amount of results that I've been seeing, right? Like, I went from being at my heaviest to just constantly seeing all of this progress. There comes a point where you just kind of maintain or you plateau for a little bit, and that's okay. That does not mean that you failed at your journey. It just means we got to change something. So taking that into account, moving forward, I am going to try to work out a little less. Sounds counterintuitive, but there is such a thing as exhausting your muscles. And so that is where I'm at right now. So our plan is to maybe do 4 days of lifting weights, and then we can do 2 rest days, with one being cardio if I want to do like a run or something. And then the other one is like for sure a rest day, because we got to make sure that there is rest and recovery in there so that we are not completely exhausting ourselves, which honestly is my goal overall. But I think sometimes I just get in my head, and I love working out, like I really truly do. And I can work out every single day if I could. If I didn't get tired, like I would work out 7 days a week. I would work out twice a day if I could, because I just genuinely love the feeling of working out. I really do. Like, it's fun to me. So the plan is to incorporate rest into my routine, make sure I prioritize that, because I have to remember that is really, really important. And it's a part of the process. They're not going to be consecutive rest days. So it would be like, for example, Monday, Tuesday, rest Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, rest Sunday, or something, whatever that looks like. But 2 days of rest to make sure that I'm giving my muscles time to recover. Also, I did mention to her how sometimes going into the gym and not really knowing what to do makes me feel like maybe that might also be derailing my progress, because I'm not sure that I'm actually doing what I need to be doing. I'm just doing things. And so she did actually recommend going to see their personal trainer. So at the place that I go to for my nutrition, they have doctors, they have nutritionists, they have personal trainers, and they all communicate with each other, which is really cool because I don't have to do that part. Like, I was always scared to get a personal trainer because personal trainers, I'm sure, are going to want to do their thing, and then my nutritionist is going to want to do her thing. And so there's just this like split understanding of what my goal is. This side is my physical side, this is my nutrition side, but I want the things to kind of work together. And so there at the place that I'm going to, she is going to talk to the personal trainer, let him know kind of like what my goal is, here's my nutrition. That way when I go see him next Saturday, he can kind of have an idea of what sort of moves he can teach me or what kind of routine he can teach me, so that way I can do that when I go to the gym on my own, so that I have a better idea of what to do. So I'm actually really excited about that. So that's going to be my next step here with my fitness journey, which I'm excited because there's going to be some structure. As you guys know, like, nothing is quick and easy, and I'm honestly like, I'm riding the waves, guys. Like, I don't need to have an amazing physique before the end of this year. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm building good, long-lasting habits, no matter how long it takes. I feel like first we were focusing on nutrition, and then now this last month we really focused on consistency, building consistency, going to the gym, learning to love the gym, feeling comfortable in the gym, feeling comfortable with being active. But now we'll be able to kind of mix the two together, and hopefully we'll start seeing some good results. So despite the fact that, you know, we didn't have amazing results this time, I'm still so proud of myself, because this last month I freaking killed it. I showed myself that I could do more than I thought I was capable of with the running and hitting that 7-minute mile. Like, I was an absolute beast showing up every single day and killing it, getting closer to that 7-minute mile. The fact that no matter if I'm tired, I'm still showing up. No matter if I don't feel like it, I'm still showing up. I'm being so consistent. And so that is something to applaud. So this is a great reminder, though, that through every weight loss, fitness journey, whatever you want to call it, there will be moments where you're doing so good, you're doing so good, you're doing so good, and then all of a sudden you stay stagnant, and then that makes you doubt. It makes you want to give up. It makes you feel like everything you just did was for nothing. However, don't discredit like all of the amazing progress that you just made. This one time you checked in and things weren't great, that doesn't mean that all of this amazing progress was for nothing. You just plateaued for a little bit. It happens. Let's keep going. It's always about how you move forward and just continue to show up for yourself. But anyways, moving on, we are going to head back home, because tomorrow your girl might be getting a new car. I can't believe I'm saying that. Like, how is that possible? I'm just a baby. What do you mean I'm going to have a car payment? I'm not ready for that. But I need it. Honestly, I've had my little Carlitos for about a good 10 years now, and he has reached the end of his life cycle with me. Unfortunately, the only way to turn him on now is to jumpstart him. But I'm a professional at that now. So if you ever need to jumpstart a car, I got you. But professionals have their limits, and I have reached my limit. Okay, it is too hot to be jump starting my car every single time. So I've made the executive decision that it is time to get a new car. And totally random, but I feel like the world is gonna stop the second I roll up in my new car, because this entire last week I've been driving my sister's car because Carlitos just hasn't been wanting to turn on. And everywhere I've gone, pull up to my coffee shop, Crystal, did you get a new car? No, it's my sister's. Pull up to work, Crystal, did you get a new car? No, it's my sister's. Crystal, when are you gonna get a new car? I don't know yet. So when I show up with my new car, I feel like the world's actually gonna stop. We have made it to the gym. As you guys know, in the last video I was trying to do hip thrusts and I could not get the form down. It just felt really awkward, like the bench was too tall. I felt like my legs needed to be further out in order for me to have the power to push up, and the dumbbell itself just didn't fit where it was supposed to. So it just felt really off, and I asked you guys to give me some tips or to look at my form and just tell me how I should adjust it, and you guys came through. So shout out to all of you that took the time to explain how to do a hip thrust to me or to share some tips. So I'm gonna go in there. We're going to try to implement those and see how that goes.
Okay, let's go ahead and try the hip thrust. This bench definitely seems a lot shorter, so I think I should have better luck with this one. So main tips were shoulder blades right below the bench, and then we have to keep legs aligned when they come up at a 90-degree angle, and then I don't have to go all the way back down, just enough to where my legs start to fall back. And then a tip is to scoop the pelvis up a little, or at least imagine that that's what I'm doing. So let's give it a try. They also suggested trying without weights first, so we'll align these first. Here. Okay, I actually feel my glutes engaged now. Okay, thanks guys. Okay, wait, I think I'm doing it right. If I'm not doing it right, I still give you permission to correct my form, but I'm definitely feeling it now in the glutes. I just obviously need to pay more attention and not be distracted, but let's try to add some weight now. Okay, and then shout out to my boss. Yeah, I have a cool boss. She suggested maybe using a bar. So I'm gonna use a barbell. I feel like that has the weight, but also it should fit here better than the other weights, which are rounder and they just don't fit in this area. And maybe I'm getting too ahead of myself adding weight. Maybe I should just keep trying it. I feel it. Okay, hold on. Ready? Align. I think I did it, guys. Feeling pretty good about that. Okay, let's do a couple more rounds and then we'll finish off with the rest of my workout. I'm gonna do full body today.
We are out of the gym, and guys, I actually felt so strong today. I think because I finally got the hip thrust form down, or at least I think. Like I mentioned in the gym, please feel free to still correct my form with that if I did anything wrong, because there's always room for improvement. But I went in and I honestly feel like I killed it. I feel so good. Whenever I have a good workout, I feel really good. That is why I'm actually excited to go and meet with the personal trainer that works with my nutritionist, because I feel like once I have structure down, I'm gonna have more good gym days. So today I did go in for 51 minutes, which is pretty good. We burned 284 active calories, a total of 375 calories. So I think we did pretty good. High five. And also, I think I really like barbells. I have been using just dumbbells, but with barbells, you're able to definitely lift a little heavier, because single dumbbells like 20s couldn't do it. The 20-pound barbell, because I'm using both of my arms at the same time, easy peasy. I think I could level it up to like a 40-pound next time. So I'm gonna look into more like barbell workouts, because I really did enjoy those. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the rest of today. We're gonna go car shopping, so I'm gonna go shower, have my breakfast, and then let's see how the car shopping goes. I just got my new car. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'll give you guys a tour later, okay? Okay, I'm out here filming a little video to show off my car to Instagram, but she's so beautiful. I love her. I love the color. Oh my god, it's everything. Good morning. As you can see, we are in the new car and she's so beautiful. Honestly, I can't believe it actually. I think because this is like the first thing that I have to pay a payment on that I'm like, yeah, I got myself into this. But I love her. I love everything about her. And we're at the park, which I'm going to be going for a little run this morning. I'm thinking I'm going to do like a mile because it is already 6:20. The sun is coming out. It is humid outside. I don't know that I can go for that long. But before we go, I want to give you guys a quick little tour of my new little Miss Rocky. First of all, she is a Nissan Rogue Rock Creek. I have been eyeing her for a really long time. As you guys know, I love to travel. I love to go camping and do all of that fun stuff. And this car just felt like it was the right car for me. And she is. So let's introduce you. First of all, this is the driver's seat. Honestly, guys, she looks so tough. That's my favorite part. So she is an all-wheel drive. She has manual, guys. I can learn how to drive stick shift in a way. I mean, obviously it's not stick shift because it doesn't have it over here, but like I could drive manual. Since she is an all-wheel drive, she does have this button here where you can take it on different terrains. So you have off-roading, the snow, obviously regular, eco, and then sport. This is the Prindle and I love it so much, the way that it moves. Like to reverse, you just do that. Drive, you do that. To park it, you just hit the park button and she's parked. She is stunning. She has one of my favorite features that I actually didn't know until I was driving it. She has satellite view. She has a backup camera. She has a curbside camera, so ain't nobody gonna be hitting no curves anymore. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was confused because I was like, wait, it's the same view. So right now, since we're parked, you have the front view camera, but she also does have a rear view camera. Bluetooth, obviously. I do have to connect the wire to get CarPlay, but totally fine with that. I love how sexy this looks. Guys, my Stanley fits in here. I've never had this luxury of having a car that fits my Stanley, so that is amazing. Don't look at that. I threw my banana in there so she wouldn't ruin the view. That's the passenger seat. I love the way the little center console opens up. So sleek. She has a little compartment down here as well. And then that's the back. She's nice and spacious. Great trunk space. So as you can see, she is amazing. But honestly, the part that music was my favorite part. Obviously, like, I love blasting music, so it needed to have a good system. She's loud and she's got bass. Overall, just an amazing car. I love it so much. But the part that I'm most grateful for, the best part of all, is having a reliable car, because Carlitos gave me a great 10 years. But in this last year, I was just so worried he wouldn't turn on, that he'd turn off on me, that he'd overheat, and it was just constant worry. I'm grateful that he did last me so long, but now we're on to bigger and better, and ain't nobody gonna stop me. She's on to bigger and better adventures. So first adventure, let's go for a run before it gets too hot. Come on. Alright, I did 2 miles, and honestly, I was gonna keep going, but I accidentally started an indoor walk, so it stopped my outdoor run. Actually, I think I just realized I put indoor run. Whatever. I ran for 2 miles. We're calling it. It's getting too warm. I'm dripping sweat. I got this at Home Goods a while ago, and honestly, it's come in so handy. I took it when we went camping, and it's just the best. I love how easy it is to open up and to put away as well. Oh my God, that was a great workout. Honestly, like in the shade, it's so nice and breezy, but in direct sunlight, it is killer. And my run was starting to be in direct sunlight, so maybe it's a little blessing in disguise that I started the wrong workout and ended my last workout, because I would have kept going. I've hydrated, caught my breath. I still look beat. Let's ignore that.
Anyways, I wanted to come outside to sit in the park for a little bit, touch some grass, and honestly just sit in the gratitude of being able to purchase my first car. And not only did I get my first car, I got my first dream car. Well, my actual dream cars are a Stingray Corvette and a Ford Bronco, like those vintage classic looking Broncos. But this is my practical dream car, and honestly I think I love it more than I thought I would. I love how convenient it is. It also gets great mileage. And guys, when I went in to get my first car, I hardballed. Like, I said, you give me a great deal or I'm walking out those doors. Kept a straight face, didn't budge. They tried to give me a high payment at first. I was like, no, not willing to pay that. And I just kept reiterating, nope, I need a good deal or I'm walking away. Eventually, shout out to Heido, he gave me a great deal on the car, and I feel good about it. I brought a little journal so I can journal about how grateful I am. And I also brought a book because I set a goal at the beginning of the year to read 6 books this year, and I have not made a single dent in that. I have just been in such a reading slump, and I've started a couple of books, but I just haven't had the mental capacity to finish them. And so I decided to pick up an easy read. This is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, and I've been wanting to read this for a really long time. I also want to watch the movie, but for some reason this one I was called to read the book before. I don't know, I normally don't care to read the book first or watch the movie first. I don't have an order, but for this one, for some reason I want to read the book first. So we're gonna dig into this. Look at my super cute pen. I don't know if I ever showed this to you guys, but I got it when we went to Oregon, and it's so adorable. It has a little bird on it. It's so cute. I am currently writing my journal. I opened up the first page, and as you guys know, my bingo card is here. And I was just looking over it to be like, what have I not hit yet? And I still have things like run a 10K race, hit 20K on YouTube, 1 week straight of doing something fun after work, read the 6 books, which I said I haven't done. And I was looking down here, and I just completed my first row. I didn't even remember putting buy a new car on here, but so far we've got post 4 YouTube shorts in 1 week, which I did that at the beginning of the year. I ran my mile in 7 minutes, which I haven't put a star, but I will. Just bought my new car, so I'm gonna put a little star on there. And then I hit 10K steps for 1 week straight and 500 days of learning Japanese. So I just crossed my first little line here. I honestly thought this was going to be pretty impossible because I put these things very, very randomly, and I kept looking at it like, when am I going to get my first prize here? So first prize is new shoes, which I did get these, but these weren't for that. So now I get another pair of new shoes, which I need. I need some new gym shoes, so we're going to do that. What's her name? Sissy. Hi, Sissy. Can I pet you? Can I pet you, Sissy? Pet you? Yeah? Oh, you're so cute. A while back, I want to say it was last year, I went to the Kobe Swap Meet out in San Diego, and I saw the cutest little keychain, and I bought it. And I said I will save this keychain and I will use it when I purchase my first new car. And here it is. Isn't it so stinking cute? I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my keys. So let's do the little passing of the torch. Stop it. That is so stinking cute. Oh my god. Very minimal, very chic. We love her. Also, I'm never beating the Snoopy allegations. Everyone always tells me
that I must love Snoopy so much. And I'm like, I honestly don't even love Snoopy that much, but I like Snoopy. I do. And he's just always finding his way to me. So yeah, it's so cute. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and go home. Your girl feels really sweaty, so we're gonna go shower, and I think we're gonna go back to Cafecito again today. We like going every now and then, have a little cousins hang out, catch up, chit chat, all that. So we're gonna go do that.